Hey guys, we're going to read for Scorpio for the month of November. Now, I'm excited to do this read. One of the things is I'm a rising Scorpio, I'm a Mars in Scorpio, I'm a Neptune in Scorpio. I have some kind of influence in there. Definitely having that, especially with the ascendant and everything like that. So I always pay attention to what is said about Scorpio. It definitely it's weird being a Capricorn and then having this weird Scorpio influence that I've got going on. It helps with the abilities, definitely. Definitely helps with the abilities and makes them stronger and so forth. Makes you a believer. That's one of the things. It sure makes you a believer. But let's get to it. Let's see what we can see for Scorpio. And this is your month, And this is your month and this is your time and stuff. And it's still Halloween for me, but I'm getting these out for you guys. So we're going to be pulling from several decks. I'm going to pull 3 from the Rider-Waite to kind of set the tone for what is to come for the month of November for Scorpio. I'm really looking forward to this because this could have influence too. Let's pull from the middle. Yeah, I love the Scorpio sign. Very mysterious. Very charismatic. Okay, let's cut the deck right there. Looks good. And let's see what your top 3 cards are going to be. Okay, so for Scorpio, I've got the Knight of Pentacles. So some good opportunities could be coming in, especially in the way of work or career. But notice he is standing still. He's one of my knights who stands still. So really contemplating before like rushing in, with the next move. But I feel like there could be some good work situations, getting recognition for a job well done, some good things stepping forward with that. Abundance should be good during this time. But Scorpio, we've got the 5 of Swords in the reverse position. One of the things that is happening right now is Mars is in Scorpio. Okay, so when we've got the Sun and Mars in Scorpio, for the Scorpios, there could be some kind of conflict and it could get brutal. And one of the things about Scorpio, they can be brutal in conflict and stuff. They could get that little bit, they want revenge type of energy. So there could be some kind of conflict that you experience that you want it, you feel that revenge. That little part of the stinger starts activating. You got to be real careful because one of the things about this, I want you to really look at the characters. Like this one looks all proud of himself. He got revenge. Kind of Scorpio-like, right? Even though it's an air thing. But kind of, he's got that Scorpio face on. But look at the other people just like, oh my God. You could also be them regretting their actions as well. Okay? So we want to be real careful. Don't let the Mars in Scorpio energy rattle your cage too much because you can end up walking into conflict. It's one thing I go through. I'm born with Mars in Scorpio. It seems like almost every time Mars conjuncts my Mars, I have conflict with someone. It's almost unavoidable. So I always got to be very careful when it does that because I'm walking into some kind of big test and I can feel it and I have to pass the test. So kind of think about that as, if Mars conjuncts your Sun and things like that, just pass the test. And then we've got the Sun in the reverse position. That's not necessarily a bad thing. The Sun is not necessarily bad. When it's reversed, it still shines after all. It does still shine. So don't worry about that, being a negative or anything like that. This is still a month for you to shine. But the reversal, I feel, is if you let that Mars get in the way. Okay, you could either have a month where you shine and everything is real good and positive and it's your month, or we could do some things we regret. So we got to be real careful with that. So watch that Mars Watch that planet Mars. Now we're going to pull in some Thoth energy. To get some cards, we're going to pull 4 from the Thoth deck and see what kind of energy we're looking at. And there might be some more conflict cards. That's the thing. Because I know all about Mars and Scorpio. But every time, yeah, guys, every time it conjuncts, Mars goes conjunct by Mars. It's something. It's something else. I get in some battle with someone. So far I haven't, though. I'm good. Okay. Almost there. Okay, let's cut right there. Looks good. Let's see what cards you get. Yeah, see? Strife card. I knew I was going to see a battle card. Be careful with this Mars and Scorpio energy. You're going to get into some kind of battle with someone, and you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it and stuff. But yeah, we've got that Queen of Pentacles energy there. So some of my female Scorpios, I'm telling you, with the Knight and the Queen, I feel like abundance for even the males and the females should be good, though. Should be good. And I feel like positive change is going to come forward for something you've been waiting on. This is the Jupiter and Capricorn card. So some positive change is going to come forward. But there's that battle card, 5 of Swords again. Okay, I've got 2 battle cards. Some change can go positive if you want it to. But if you engage in battle, if you're upset with somebody right now and you're wanting revenge, okay, I'm telling you, I know all about it, okay? If you engage in battle, you're gonna regret it, okay? So when you feel this, like coming, there's gonna be some, I'm telling you, Scorpio, because of that damn Mars, you're gonna feel some kind of conflict. And you're gonna, you may want to get revenge, you may want to go to battle, just... it could be a love relationship and you want to slash his tires, something and everything. And you got to be real careful with that because it's going to bite you in the ass if you get revenge. Okay. So I'm not surprised to see this with Scorpio. I had a feeling because I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to have battle cards. And sure enough, I've got the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords in the Thoth one. We could have positive change or it could go and be detrimental. Let's look at the lovers. Let's look at the love cards and see what we've got going on. Let's see what we've got. So I've got that Queen of Wands reverse energy. So one of the things is very important to Scorpio is passion. They are a sexual sign. That is what they are. And I do notice there is a reversal of this Queen. So some things as of late in a relationship, there may have been a lack of passion, which is going to be a challenge and so forth. I would like to pull a clarifier for that one. Would that change? Yes. The Knight of Cups is next to that. I feel that's going to change. However, we can kind of get that going again is what the Spirit is saying. So wishes come true. A reignite of the passion will happen. We've got the Ten of Pentacles reverse. When I see the Ten of Pentacles reverse, I do not take it as wealth going bad. I really don't have any issue with that. The wealth is always still there and stuff. But I look at this more of as I'm in the love section, the family unit and so forth, coming together. I look at the Four of Wands energy. So this kind of makes me feel there's been some kind of struggles in the relationship and the family and so forth, kind of trying to keep up with everything. But I feel a good, stable relationship with the Four of Wands energy here. I feel some things that will get a little bit better in that department. A little bit of pressure has been going on. But I've got that Emperor energy here and so forth. We might have felt, I would even say even for the females, a little cool on our emotions lately. We've been kind of hiding them and masking them. The emotion is there and so forth. But I feel like there's some things that have been bothering you It's not even just really the relationship. It's just things have been bothering you as of late. This conflict area, whatever conflict we're going to have, and frustration, we're going to try to mask it and keep it to ourselves and everything. But I feel like partner is going to sense like what's going on. What's going on here. Why are you masking emotions? This could be either male or female Scorpio. Okay. And, that's one of the things is like, I know Scorpio doesn't always like to open up and always like to show their hand, but it's a real important if there is something bothering you to really talk it out and to express it and not be so clandestine, not so secretive and everything about it. Because I feel like once we get it out on the table, we can avoid a conflict situation. So let's go ahead and look at Angel Deck to get some lighter messages. I like to put this at the foundation. Watch me see battle cards still. Well, that makes sense. Okay. So we've got the Ten of Fire. So I feel like with this kind of conflict energy, this Mars energy, it's really heavy and it's going to be weighing you down. We got to drop it and let things go. So instead of like holding on to a grudge and so forth, as you know, I feel like I've got this grudge. I want to get off my chest. I want to get revenge. Spirit saying, let it go. That's what the Ten of Fire really is about, is like, stop carrying this heavy burden, let it go and stuff. And then I've also got the eight of air, which could also be about like just the mind in a metal prison, that a lot of this is very metal and so forth that is going on. And if you could just kind of purge your mind and put it into a place of peace, you'll be in a better position. And then the Page of Air, just with that kind of energy, just like it says, logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information. So I feel some kind of challenging information comes forward about someone we almost engage in conflict. It doesn't necessarily have to be with the partner themselves. It could be with another person. It could be with a friend. But most Scorpios will have some kind of issue with conflict with someone with that Mars energy. And it's good. I want you to remember wholeheartedly, it's a test. Okay? It's a test. And if you can pass the test, you will be fine. And if anything, you will evolve. Okay? But if you mess up and you get revenge, okay, it's going to be a problem. And then the Page of Water, just really, with the empath. Remember, even though you're the tough one of the sensitives and the water signs, you are still an empath. So really tuning into that, that sensitivity and everything like that. It's one of the hard parts because things hit you so hard and so fast, when it comes to feeling emotions and energy and knowing people and knowing how they tick and so forth. And you can see the darker aspects in people. I'm trying to remember not everybody is dark is one of the things you need to know. Okay, so we're going to pull from the shadow deck. I'm going to get to it now because I feel like Scorpio needs to go there. Yeah, Scorpio. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to pull you an extra one. Okay, I've been pulling that card for people a lot today. So I've got the card, the Alchemist. So a lot of this, the transmuting the positive energy, the negative energy into positive, you can do that. But I've got that Warrior card. You're going to kind of feel that energy. And that's one of the things, like with that Five of Swords, we're getting it twice in this layout. Okay, you're going to feel like you want to go into battle. We got to be careful with that, okay? Because it's going to lead to destruction. So see, you got to tame your shadow here. When you're dealing with this Mars energy, and then it's going to come forward, just, excuse me, you may destroy things that you don't want to. And be real careful with that. I want you to really look at that card. Okay? And I want you to really look at this card. So you got to be really cool when this conflict arises, when you deal with this Mars and Scorpio energy, that you do not do things that are irreparable, that you really regret. And oh my God, just play and have fun. Try not to be too hard warrior going into battle. Try to have fun, have a good time. This is family time during these months and things like that. And we're going to pull from some more cards. Let's pull from Moonology to kind of deal with some of those emotions. I'm not surprised to see this read, though, knowing Mars is Scorpio. I'm not surprised at all. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the first card is be real. So be real with yourself, be real with your situations. And then, of course, when dealing with this conflict that is going to arise, because I think all Scorpios are going to have something. They're going to have to face some kind of test, assess the situation. Okay, so before we kind of react and go over the top, assess the situation, and then trust the universe. Trust the universe. And let's pull from my universal deck, Starry Beginnings, some of that universal energy. Wow, that's crazy. So it's very funny. I got the card Be Real. Then I get the card Be Authentic. So very interesting. That makes me feel, not trying to put the Scorpio down. Some of you Scorpios, you know, one of the things about you kind of put on a, you can put on a facade at times and so forth, because, you know, you just like to have that aura of mystery about you. That's one of the things. As some of you just unintentionally have a little bit of mystery to you. Okay, but just make sure to be yourself, be authentic, and stuff like that. You can still be mysterious and be real at the same time. I also get the card You Are Being Called into Service. So you've got these great abilities about you that you're going to use them for good, right? That's what we want to do, is use them for good. And then I've also got the card Trust What You Need Is There. Trust what you need is there. So some really interesting things pop out. Oh, I should pull you some my Lover's Oracle. We should pull from the Lover's Oracle. Almost forgot, guys. So love should be good. I've got the card Sacred Union. Okay. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay. And then also I got the card Close Your Eyes and Tell Yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So whatever this conflict is, you know, which occurs, and it could be, conflict could be in the relationship. If we could pass through it, you know, and not have a big old fight and stuff like that, like Scorpio wanting to get some, you know, revenge, like go key a car because they're pissed off because they saw a text message or something, and then you find out it was the boss all along that just was saying come in early. You know, we got to just be real careful. I feel like you could react to something that is really simple and blow it out of proportion. Okay, that's kind of the, you've been warned. If you're watching my reading, you're being warned not to do that. And I got to even take that into account too, because I know that Mars is Scorpio. It's like, you know, and that's one of the things, if I get into conflict, if I open my mouth there, you know, I can do that. I mean, I can really, you know, do some clap back on people at times. And I know it's like, but I'm a spiritualist. I can't be doing that. You know, I can't be resorting to clap back. So be careful with your clap back and everything, and battling it. If something, you know, just make sure you don't blow something out of proportion. I think that's going to be the theme on my YouTube. I hope this helps.